Rocks! No! Here we are, this is it. 10,000 feet and about to hit the Mega on an e-bike. 3 of us are attempting to do this, having never done anything like this before. The goal, simple, survival. Don't get injured, get to the bottom of it. I'll be using the Highbike All Mountain 7.5, which has got 160mm travel at the front, 150 at the rear, and a great build to give me the best chance of making it to the bottom. I'm kind of thinking to myself, what the hell am I doing? I'm not going to lie, and I'm pretty damn nervous, because we are above the clouds. This is the world's craziest and longest downhill race. Starting off high in the sky, the temperature is just 1 degree, and ending 10,000 feet lower where it is 25 degrees. It's like going through a whole weather year in a single run. Here we go, boys! So this is as crazy as it looks. You are sliding down, holding on, making sure you don't hit anybody, and yep, that is a tandem doing the Megavalanche. At this point, I'm just hoping I don't get a puncture. These rocks are so sharp. And then I figured the snow wasn't much better for me. I just kept losing control, so it was time for a new tactic. It's gone me off. I was just about to find out that if you sit down on hard ice with an e-bike on a steep slope, you pick up speed real quick. Oh, fuck. Yeah, sorry about the language, but I just didn't know what to do. I was trying everything I could to slow down, and I was worried I was going to go into those sharp rocks on the left. Snow was going everywhere. You okay? You boys alright? Unfortunately, he wasn't. He had to get airlifted to hospital shortly after this. It just goes to show how dangerous the Megavalanche can be. There are so many people going down the mountain at once. If you fall over, there's a big risk that you could get really hurt. Oh man.
I fucking love that. See rocks coming and you're like...
But there was people sending it. Right, we've got so much more of the race to do. So, let's crack on.
Andy's just going.
Here it is, Andy. You right? Yeah. You
Good man.
Oh, what a view! Land! Honestly, you have no idea how great it felt to get off that snow and onto rocks, albeit really sharp, gnarly rocks. It just felt really, really good. Right. However, there was still so many hazards. Andy takes a big fall. Oh! 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 John! John! At this point, I feared the worst, but he was severely winded, but he managed to recover after a few minutes, but with really, really painful, possibly cracked ribs. Sorry. That was the front runners of the women's race that was behind us. They were so fast. I just wanted to get the bikes out of the way really quick to avoid any more crashes. With Andy a little bit more recovered, we started to continue our way down to Outdoors and do the track that we'd already practiced a couple of times and take in some of these stunning views. These alpine descents are what mountain bikers dream of. The views are absolutely incredible. The terrain is still really, really rocky, pretty steep, really sharp. No real lines. There's so many different line choices that you can take down here, but it is just unbelievable. The view and the exhilaration that you get riding this kind of course is just out of this world.
Oh boy, look at that. What a view.
It's around here, as soon as you start to see the small town of Alpe d'Huez, that you know that you're around halfway down the course, and seeing that, you get that real sense of, I'm nearly there, I'm almost halfway, I can actually do this, I can actually complete the Megavalanche.
Yeah, man! Woohoo! Oh. Epic.
The course still is pretty sharp and pretty rocky, and it takes its toll on bike, and by this point my hands were suffering from arm pump, and my fingers, where you're braking so much, they're just not used to this, so really start to feel the pain around now. And on the way down we passed quite a few bike casualties, punctures, bits and pieces that had failed on the bikes that people were fixing by the side of the trail.
Thank you.
This was one of the best feelings of all for me, going through the crowd and them cheering you on and wanting you to succeed and finish the race, and hearing the roars and the bells. It was just so motivating.
This is amazing! Yeah!
But we're nowhere near finished. We're just over half of the way through the race. We've got this beautiful alpine ridge to clear, and then we head into some thick forest with some rooty, rutty sections and some really tight switchbacks. We're on the home straight right now, over 2,600 metres of descent, starting on the Glacier and just about to arrive at the bottom of the valley in Allemande.
Yo!
This is the best biking experience of my life. The most challenging but most rewarding, and it's been even better to be able to share it with some of my mates.
Send it!
The high bike all mountain 7.5 made it down the mountain and took it all like a champ. It took an absolute beating from wet, snow, ice, rocks, dust. and everything in between.
Oh man, full send. Mate, we're nearly there.
This bike is awesome.
You loving it?
Yeah.
It's a good bike, isn't it?
It's just swallows everything.
We did it, and it's just one of those kind of life things that I've always saw and thought, wow, that looks insane, but you gotta try and do these things every now and again. And if you're thinking about something like this, I would just do it. Come with a couple of mates. These two legends here have soldiered on. John, the bike pilot, Andy, who had a big fall, massive fall. How are you feeling, dude?
Yeah, I think I've broken a rib, but
Yeah.
got down. That's the main thing. Finished. Yeah, feel
finished?
fucking great.